better. So I needed to learn interpersonal communication because unfortunately there is a gray area and the Marines aren't always right. Just don't tell my commander I said that. So I picked those three things, and what it does is once you pick them, like my brother wanted motivating others, interpersonal communication, and leadership. We laughed at him because he's so different than I am. I'm the alpha, he's like the way down Charlie guy, and he's 3 inches taller than me. So he wanted those three things. And then the very next question comes up with, which one relates to you personally and professionally? Because, let's face it, you are in Toastmasters for one of two reasons. One, public speaking scares you to death. And getting up here, you get dry mouth, your knees start shaking, your hands start shaking, things in your pocket start rattling, all sorts of fun things, but you have to do it. Do the people in the audience care that you're nervous or scared or dry-mouthed? No, they don't. Your job is to get up there and provide an outstanding presentation for them. And through Toastmasters and Pathways, you can definitely do that. And in personal life, it does help you in the personal life. I did leadership dynamics and figured out the Marine Corps is not always right. Maybe the Navy is sometimes. Sometimes the Air Force is, but that's rare. And then the Coast Guard's occasionally sometimes. And the Army is the second most right thing. So we give them a break. And you pick, there are 25 questions in this assessment for you to have to choose how you feel right now. Not how you felt before, not how you think you're going to feel in 6 months, but it's how you feel right now. How do you feel right now, Mal? Great! You feel good. You feel great. So you're not denying the Pathways is good. Great, good start. I like the motivation there. All right, we're moving forward. So then they give you this 25 question test, and Toastmaster says, "Oh my gosh, you're a stud. What works best for you right now is effective coaching, and it's the best match." And then it tells you about it. This path helps you to build your skills as a positive communicator, leader, and coach. That's an interesting opening, is it not? You want me to wait for you to catch up? If you're doing the assessment, I would.
I am. I can. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, then you're figuring out how we go. But it's just the best match based on an algorithm. If you know anything about algorithms, they change by the millisecond. It's just the way it works. So you could decide, well, after reading the description right here, not sure I want to do that. So you go to your next choice. Persuasive influence. Well, I don't know if I have to be a persuasive communicator or not. So let's decide if I want to do dynamic leadership, and that's the one that I did first before I did another dynamic one. But it helps you build your skills as a strategic leader and negotiator. If you are a Toastmaster president or a VPE, you are a constant negotiator. Because you have to keep motivating your crew, your team, to move forward in their selected path or manual that they're in. And it's a constant struggle. The VPE is the hardest job in Toastmasters with the least reward. But we can't do it without him. And I'm a president of my club, and I'm just a cheerleader, but I don't wear skirts. I'm a cheerleader for everybody in my club to keep moving forward. And I lead by example. But, so none of these three you want to do. What happens next if you're not interested in any of those? Well, there's a fail-safe. Right at the bottom is a little tab, pop-up box that says additional paths. If you hit that, when you hit that, everything else comes down below. All the rest of the paths that weren't originally available to you, bang, they become available to you. And you can go through and read what each path is about, and then finally you're going to find something that sparks Amal's interest, and he's going to say, that's the path I want to do. You hit that button, bang, you are now on that path. Okay, so now you've done the assessment. You've chosen your path. Well, what do you do next? It's going to kick you back to your Home screen, you go right here. My brother's a member of 2 clubs, San Juan Speaks and Traveling Trainers. So you have a choice. Unlike the old manuals, if you're members of 2 clubs, I got done with a manual, I turned it into my VPE, could pick which club I wanted it to go to. In Pathways, that's not true. Pathways, everything in that first path goes to the club you assign right out the gate. So Fairweather Toastmasters has 11, if I remember correctly, signed up for Pathways. Well, hopefully soon we'll have much more than that. But all of that you do automatically goes towards this club and their Distinguished Club Program goals, which everybody should be interested in. So you pick highlight the one you want, you hit log in as a member. Ta-da! Select home club. Toastmasters International said I needed that right there because apparently me telling you to select your home club needed an illustration. Okay. And then, here is the biggest thing. And this, in today's day and age, with all your viruses and everything you need, if you do not disable your pop-up blocker for Toastmasters International, Pathways won't work. Because they live by the pop-up. So you have to do your pop-up blocker. Drop-down menu, just way over here, is the home. Hit the home, drop-down menu comes down, you're able to click on it. And then, here's the important part. My education transcript. That's where everything that you're currently doing is placed. You can track all of your movement through my education transcript. Now here's something else. How many people like the love you note? You know what those are here? Little notes at the end of the speech you rip off and you send to the person that gave them the speech, telling them how good they did, makes them